and welcome. My name is Rashim Mogha and I'm your host for this Empowered Women of the World podcast. This podcast is for you, it is for me, and it is for all women who want to take charge of their career and happiness. In this weekly podcast, we'll talk about technology, we'll talk about leadership, and we will talk about mindfulness. We'll talk about how you can discover, visualize, and actualize your success, whatever that means to you. We will also talk about our common opponent, the conscious and unconscious bias which we deal with on daily basis, and we'll share ways to navigate work politics. At the end of each podcast, I'll share with you a free tip or a resource that you can use to be successful. It's going to be a fun ride, so hop on and join me on this journey every week. Today we'll be talking about exploring avenues beyond coding. And this is one of the requested topics by the audience, but also because I was invited to this CIO Exec Summit last week. This is a summit that was hosted by eWOW, a Gartner company. And at the summit, I got an opportunity to learn more about the Women Back to Work program. This program is geared towards women in tech who want to return to work after a break. I also got an opportunity to talk to a few women from this program who were looking for opportunities in the tech industry. While these women were very confident of their skill set, they were really not sure how to map their skill set with the current job roles in the industry. And because this was also one of the requested topics and fresh in my mind, I thought maybe I should do a podcast for you guys on this. So, studying computer science or learning how to code does not mean that you have to be a software developer, a web designer, or a full stack developer, or look only for engineering jobs in high-tech industries. The beauty of today is that there are avenues beyond the coding job roles in industries beyond high-tech, and you have an opportunity to explore them. So let's talk about the job roles first. Product development is an obvious choice, where there are engineering roles, but have you considered product management, product marketing, customer success, customer experience, customer enablement, and training and documentation and go-to-market roles? Many people ask me, what is the role of a product manager? Now, a product manager is responsible for guiding the success of a product and leading the cross-functional team that is responsible for improving the product. It's an important role because a product manager essentially defines the roadmap and feature definition for a product or product line. If you have a flair for marketing, consider a product marketing role. A product marketing manager is essentially responsible for competitive analysis, market research and strategic positioning of the product for customers, partners, and market influencers. Now, another role that's picking up in the industry is around customer success, customer experience, and customer enablement. These roles basically focus on driving the adoption of a product with the customers. So if you like to interact with the customers, this role is a great option. And having technical expertise on the product comes in very handy for these roles. Training and documentation is another job role to explore. Now, gone are the days when the job of training teams was just to create PowerPoints. If you look at the technical curriculum developers today, they're responsible for creating demos, writing labs, creating lab environments, and working very closely with the customers to create a robust training strategy that actually drives the adoption of the product. So if you would like to combine your tech skills with teaching, then just explore this role. And now let's talk about industries. Now, technology is touching all verticals nowadays, so don't limit yourself to the traditional high-tech companies. Explore retail, fintech, oil and gas, non-profit, education, great roles coming up in space and astronomy, legal and hospitality industries. Almost all the companies in these industries now have a very strong IT team that has various tech roles, so don't disregard the opportunity because it's not in the high-tech vertical. I hope this podcast provides you a good idea of the opportunities that exist beyond software development and encourages you to expand your search as you look for your next play, your next job. And today's free resource for you is a link to skillcrush article that has 41 tech roles explained to give you an idea of what kind of roles are out there in the market. The link is in the show notes below, so give it a read. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for loving, liking, sharing, and supporting the podcast. Remember, sharing is caring. I love your feedback, emails, and messages. Our audience is growing exponentially each week, and we have a lot of requests coming in for new topics, which is great. I look forward to seeing you again in our next podcast. Till then, keep empowering the world.